All right. All right. All right. It's time to get started on today's work. We got a lot of things to do, and I'm going to see if I can get everything done. Okay. One of the things that we have to do is come inside of this greenhouse and put some extra protection up in here from from the weather. I really would like to keep it doesn't have to be at 70 degrees, but if I could keep it between 60 to 65 degrees in this greenhouse this entire winter, I will be happy. So I have some stuff that I'm going to use to insulate one of the walls, and then I'm going to double up some greenhouse plastic on the inner side with some Velcro. I'm going to Velcro to one side of the wood, and then to the other side of the greenhouse plastic, bring a sheeting down, and see how well that works for this winter. I already have a heater inside of here, but because these walls are not insulated and it is at night, it drops to in the 20s and sometimes below that. I want to be able to keep what I have in here, So we're going to do that today. I'm also going to put some wreaths up on my windows in the front part of the house. I already have a wreath up on my door, but I'm going to switch the one from the door because I have two of those. Put one each on the window and then put an opposite one on that door. So I'm going to do that, and I'm debating on whether I'm going to put a wreath on this greenhouse. Other than that, I need to see if the wood has dried out enough for me to drill into it to make a base for my Christmas tree. I have misplaced the feet to it. It's in my garage somewhere. I taped it to the box and it fell off, and then I moved the box, not realizing it until it was time for me to pull it out. So if the wood that I want to use for it is dry, I will go ahead and cut into it, but I left it outside, and one side of it had a little moisture on it yesterday evening, and so I may have to wait till this weekend to be able to do that, so you'll know. This video may be in part 1, 2, and 3. We'll see. I know today will be part 1, and we'll see how much we get done. I'm also going to check on the leaves that I have out here. I need to also take some compost that I have and add it to my composting bin that I have that sits actually in the garden area. Remember, I have the 4-part composting bins that sit along my fence line, but then I have a composting bin that sits actually in my garden area that I have used soil out of with that. So I need to add some things to that, as well as if I'm able to grind up some more leaves, I will do that as well. But with frost being out last night and us having a very light dusting of snow on yesterday, we'll see what happens. Okay, all right, let's get to it. All right, you guys, so as we attempt to get up on this ladder, and I have some hook screws already into the wood that's up there. I'm gonna take those out. Last year I had 2 wreaths on these windows, and this year I'm gonna see what it looks like with just doing one in the middle. And then I'm going to take the other one and place it on the other window on the other side of the porch and put up wreaths there. On the wreaths I did last year, if I'm not mistaken, I think I did bows and bales, or just bows, one or the other. These are flocked wreaths, so I'm not going to put anything on them this year and just see how I like it. Okay, so now we've gotten one wreath up, switched the wreath on the door, and I'm in the process of getting the one up on the other side. So once we get everything screwed in there, we'll prop up the other wreath and stand back and see how we like it. If you see, I've already gotten my snowmen sitting out in the yard. I'm a fan of wreaths, snowmen, reindeer, and nutcrackers. So throughout the Christmases, you'll see any of or all of them sometimes. So let's get back to getting that wreath up. All right, on to the next task. Well, we're going to take my cutters and we're going to cut this PVC so it can be a little bit shorter. And then we're going to take the winterizing cloth and put over top so that way the veggies can stay warm from the frost. The cloth that I purchased was 6 feet by 50 feet, which is why in a little bit when I put the cloth on, you'll see that I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to take that extra section and put on the left side as well. Yes, yes, yes. We've gotten that cut and it's time to get this fabric on. So I'm going to take the plastic off of here and do a little bit of measuring, which you probably won't see that part. And then I'm going to get the fabric on here and see if we can finish up some things that we got going on for today. And that'll be the end of part 1. And so hopefully you'll come back and we can see the rest of all the things that we'll get done this winter, so our garden can be prepared for next season as well as getting through this season. All right, guys, this is day 2. We pretty much got everything done the other day that I wanted to do, except some of the things that I wanted to get done in the greenhouse. I did get 2 piles of my leaves up. I was able to get one of my beds covered with the weathering fabric. I was also able to get, which I did not have on the list, I was able to get, let me get out the sun. There we go. I was also able to get the stump that I've been trying to get up, and I put a picture up of that. The stump that I had in the ground, where all of my boxes line my fence in my garden area. I was able to get that stump up. Thank God. I was able to get that up, and I have all of my boxes lined up. I'm so excited about that. Now I just have to line up the other side of the fence, and I have 4 more boxes that need to go in this garden area. And once I do that, I can say that my garden area is the way that I want it. It has every garden bed that I need to have it in, and then all I have to do after that is just fill it up with compost, dirt. All of my leaves, I'm crushing them down and I'm putting them in the bottom of all of my boxes, and next year I'll put more leaves in the bottom of whatever boxes that I have left. I'll make compost with it and everything, and so I am extremely excited in reference to that. So this is the end. Sorry, this is the end of part 1, and I will catch you guys later on this week with part 2. All right. Have a great day. Happy gardening to you all. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe.